She's. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Here we go. Welcome to the CFG GameCast episode number 81, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode on the weekends on Saturdays and release it on podcast services like Apple, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, or Podbean. So show us some love. Give us a follow, a like, a comment, what have you on any of the podcast services out there, or you can go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davis Green, and with me today are my two awesome co-hosts. I got Lex in the second seat. What is going on, my cyborg?
Oh, lots of things, sir. Lots of things. Well, Harley had brain surgery Friday, so I've got one of my three god kids. They're also one of their other guardians. I'm the other guardian. Yes, right?
Yay.
Yeah. They have two moms. I'm dad. So Danny's here with us. So if a child pops in and I unmute suddenly, that's why you guys all know. Danny had her surgery. Her story when it was on Fox 5 last week. I think it hits like the New York Times this coming week. Like there's a lot going on. But yeah, so I've kind of just been trying to like get through. Oh, I did beat at dead of night. Not only did I beat the game, but nice. I saved all my friends.
Oh, you finally did it. Nice.
You guys missed that. He spooked me. He genuinely, I would give it 9 out of 10 OP run out of the rooms because he would like ha and bonk you. People are like, oh, you're playing bonk simulator. She'd bolt. So I would give it 9 out of 10 OP runs out of the room. It was a really good game. I liked the storyline. Some of it was a little fuzzy, but they didn't give you plot holes, which I was intrigued. I was like, so they're leaving that to my imagination. Got it. And then so we started the medium in its place. Loving that game. And yeah, Spoopy Tuesday, community night, Among Us night. Just kind of been playing that. Last night we played some Scott Pilgrim. Couldn't really do that because child, and then my phone was blowing up nonstop, so I had to end stream early. But
just had a lot of different stuff going at you at the same time, so yeah, I was always busy.
Yeah, stuff. So that's basically,
wow,
what's going on.
There's always some sort of craziness that's always going on. But it's good that you're. How's your goddaughter? Is your goddaughter or that had the brain surgery?
She's doing good.
Okay.
She's doing good. This is day 2.
Yesterday?
She had it yesterday, yes. And so she's on day 2. She's still in the ICU or PICU, which is for like pediatric ICU. There was talks today of maybe her going home tomorrow, which I was like, I don't think so.
Wow, for brain surgery?
For day 2 after brain surgery is like the worst. And like she's scared to ask the nurses for morphine because it burns her veins.
Oh, yeah.
And so she's hiding the fact that she's in pain. So she's like, she'll roll over and she's crying. And it's like, no. You need to tell them that you're hurting because you can't go home like this. So
yeah, that'll be even worse.
Exactly. And like, I don't think she understands that. So, but her incision is beautiful. It looks amazing. Mine doesn't look like that.
It's clean.
Yeah, mine looks like a lawnmower hit it.
Well, you know who
I know. That's like the scar on my head. Like nowadays, like that wouldn't be anything, but like it was such a terrible stitch job. Like the technology and stuff has changed and gotten better for sure.
Well, and like my dad had a plastic surgeon, so my first incision up. The second one was not, and then it just went worse from there. And then every time they cut my hair, like my dad will braid it out for them and everything to make it easy, right? No. They shave the braids and leave them hanging and like tie it all into a knot for my dad to try to figure out. Poor thing.
Wow.
So yeah, it's not ever a good idea. It's bad.
Oh man, well that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Grandpa Smitty, rude.
Well,
yeah, who said Grandpa Smitty?
Rude. Brandon.
Oh, you know who.
That did happen.
Oh, we all know. That's what I love.
Hi, Danny.
I love that. I love that story. That kid is my hero now. From how all that goes. But you know who I wouldn't trust for giving an incision. The 5-star general of the Smitty committee. I got Smitty in the third seat. What is going on? How you doing, Smitty?
Hello, my friends. It's so good to see you. Yeah, it's been a crazy here a couple of weeks. We obviously we didn't do anything last week, Davis. Again, we're glad that you're safe, number one.
Yeah.
And things are starting to come back and stuff like that. So stuff like that happens. So we appreciate you guys too. With us taking that time. But it's been all right. I don't know, myself personally, I've been a little frustrated. Work has been absolutely crazy. So I really haven't had a lot of time to I've got stuff that's borked up and stuff like that with stream. So that's been frustrating me. And I was supposed to stream yesterday. I didn't do it. I didn't have it in me. And I don't like that. I'm not one to go on. If I'm not feeling it, dude, I don't want to go on and fake it.
Right.
I can't do it. You know what I mean? So
it's better to do that though. It's better to be that way though, because you don't want to force yourself to be doing these kind of things, especially when you're wanting to be, interactive and stuff, and you're just in a grizzled mood. You definitely don't want to be forcing yourself having fun like that,
Yeah, exactly. I just put myself invisible and I was like, I'm gonna get on a little relaxing Star Citizen. I was so wrong, dude.
Oh, really?
It took me a good 2 hours just to figure out how to take off, dude. And I had played this game before, but I had forgotten everything. The controllers are crazy on that game. I end up never, because the delivery thing is bugged. So on my last delivery, it didn't register it. So I had to start over. So I spent a good 5 hours not doing anything really.
Oh, wow.
Game. So,
oh my God.
That was, yeah. I was supposed to be, I should have just put on Stellaris and chilled out with that. But regardless, you know what I mean? I got some sleep and I'm feeling much better. I just know that, you know what I mean? It's you get to a point sometimes where you just need to things are just getting dirty and stuff like that. I just need to clean and reorganize and kind of do stuff. So I'm at that point where it's all right, let me get refocused again and you know what I mean, get stuff going. But I have played, obviously I've been keeping up with Destiny 2, Zukara and the whole Kells, that crew and whatnot. I've been able to run raids with them. I'm part of the clan now and stuff like that. So that's even deepened my love for Destiny 2, because that to me is a part of it. You know what I mean? Being able to have people to play with and do these activities with and whatnot. So I've been having a blast. I'm still trying to work through Spider-Man. I feel like I've gotten to the point where the Sinister Six has been revealed and it's going through that. But I've kind of
okay. So you're kind of pacing yourself pretty well.
Yeah, I'm at a good 70-something% done.
Yeah,
but I've got the DLCs too, and then I'm gonna jump right into Morales.
Yeah,
I might. I'm gonna probably actually do and finish Metal Gear first.
You're probably further along than I am then in Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that you were playing. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh my god.
No. I've been playing for a long time. I'll play and I'm I suck at swinging. I stop. And then I'm like, I have to take more photos. No.
I know. It's why? I don't like. Yeah. I apologize.
In real life. No, you're fine. It's okay.
I did not. I didn't even think about.
You said that, and I was like, I don't know.
It's because it's been it's probably because it's been about 2 years and you didn't really think about it since it's an old game. It's possible.
Yeah.
Maybe just casual,
Great game. But sorry. That's basically what's been going on. We did plant some herbs too. So I'm excited. Just. I'm like herbs.
Really?
The devil's lettuce.
He was like, I'm here. I've come.
That's hilarious. The devil's
what about
lettuce.
Yourself, Davis? We know that it's been a crazy 2 weeks for you.
Yeah, it's been pretty adventurous for the most part. But still no water in my place. Unfortunately, I've been having to go somewhere for it and for taking showers and stuff like that out of different kinds of spots. So but for the most part, I've been trying to keep myself busy, trying to keep myself not to think about what's the situation I was in, because it's something that I have no control over. Although I will say this, it did push me to start looking for my own house. So are you talking
about buying or renting?
Yeah, I'm talking about buying. I'm done.
Snap. He doesn't play games, folks.
I'm not done. I'm done with the leasing of this stuff because I'm just like, okay. It's like time to own a little piece of Davis land on that. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, because like it's just it's like once when I had this frustration on this, maybe if this didn't happen, or maybe if I was renting a house when this happened, then I maybe feel differently. But since I have to wait for like everyone as in like the building for all of this, it would be a different story. But I feel like I'm not going to be throwing money away. Like I feel like I'm throwing money now and renting because like I'm not getting anything back on this at all.
But you gotta remember, everyone's having problems. So even if you did own your own home, technically you'd still be like waiting on like people to come fix stuff. You know what I mean?
There's a difference of saying waiting for people to come fix stuff, and then as opposed to saying people are fixing stuff. They fixed your thing, and you have to wait for 60 or 70 other people waiting for that. That. So that's where, So like I said, I think, but
I just want you to get your hopes up too much.
Like, I'm not saying that it's going to fix the issue at hand, but I'm saying that I'd rather put money in on the repairs on something that I know I'm getting money back for than just throwing money back out and then just waiting for have to go on their dime and at their leisure to go do what they're needing to do. Like I'd want to be more in control on that, but it's okay. But in the meantime, though, I've been playing. I've been trying to catch up on the reviews. I'm reviewing Persona 5 Strikers. I'm almost done with the review on that. Hopefully, getting that done. Nice. Game is pretty solid. You got Strikers? Good. It's a fun game.
I haven't started it yet.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. I definitely will give it that. And then I'm also going to be playing, doing the review, catch up on the review for Ys 9, Monstrum Nox. So so I've got some stuff to working down right now. So keeping myself busy. And let's get that going. But other than that, I know everyone doesn't want to talk about my trials and woes of no water in my apartment. So let's go down to the normal. Yeah, let's go through the normal rigmarole like we normally do. Each of us chooses a topic or discussion from the previous week. The topic would or could be a game itself, or something that was specific to the gaming industry. And we don't want to talk about it amongst ourselves. We want anyone who's on Twitch, on Facebook, on YouTube to be a part of the conversation. So if you like what you hear, or if you're wanting to chime in on our topics, by all means, just type it inside the chat. We would love to discuss it with you, the viewers, and we will go from there. So this week, let's start off with Smitty. What is your topic of the week? I wonder what your topic is.
I wonder what it is. You know what it is. The game that we don't speak of since it's Anthem, y'all. They finally called it quits. It has officially been announced. They are taking away and shutting down. They're going to keep the servers up on it. However, Anthem is a dead game. I just want to read a snippet here of this letter. This is from Christian Daily. It says, "Friends, in the spirit of transparency and closure, we wanted to share that we've made a difficult decision to stop our new development work on Anthem, aka Anthem Next. We will, however, continue to keep the Anthem live service running as it exists today." And then they go and talk about a whole bunch of other things and whatnot. And this is just really disappointing. I mean, we all knew that this was coming. Davis has said this multiple times. We've said it from the jump off, just how displeased we were. And again, this is a fun game to play. The flying mechanics of it are absolutely amazing, but it is very much a hollow shell of a game. It was like, hey, we've got this cool concept that never actually, they just didn't have any content or anything planned for it. And it fell off hard. This is a looter shooter. Again, the big thing about a looter shooter is you've got to have good loot. You know what I mean? The shooting better be good. The looting better be good. If not, you're going to have a problem with that. The other issue with this is that, and I don't know if this is just some sort of fad that kind of came around, but like something about these live service games, I feel like they almost feel like it's acceptable to put out half a game and we'll build into a good game. But I have to pay premium price for a game that's not really built and thought out. Like that's like, you know what I mean? Like this pisses me off. The fact that, you know, and again, and let me tell you from personal experience, number one, I did a 24-hour stream. I will always have a deep connection to Anthem because during that 24-hour stream, I played it completely on PC. So I relearned the muscle memory of playing to an extent of playing it because I played that game literally for 24 hours. You know, by the end of that run, there wasn't even anything. I don't even know if there was really anything left to do in the game. You know what I mean?
I was there.
Yeah. It's like literally I put it to the test day one. Not only that, I bought it for PC, I bought it for PlayStation 4, and then I think I gave out a couple of copies.
You did. You bought it for other people. You were like,
for other people as well. You know what I mean? Like for me, I was really trying to build out this experience. You know what I mean? And I wanted to help to cultivate that by like, I'm going all in on this game. I was all in on this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, and getting that Destiny sense, because I've never really had a game where I've felt that camaraderie that I get that I do from playing like a Destiny or something.
Yeah.
So I was really hoping that this was going to be the game. So I really had a lot of high hopes for this game. But, you know, once we saw, you know, with the Cataclysm and this and that, and I was like, all right, dude, what's going on here? All of a sudden, you know, we started seeing people losing their jobs, and they were saying, oh, we've brought in this new development team to work on next. All right, dude. It's like, all right, man, these guys, you know, they'll come in, fresh perspective. You know, maybe there's something here, although it's sounding more and more unlikely. We knew that once when the main guy from that, I can't remember the name, once he got pulled away to go work on Dragon Age, instantly I was like, all right, Anthem's gone.
Yeah.
Anthem is dead now.
They didn't have anyone else
work on this game anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Which is, you know what I mean? Like, again, there's so many great elements about this game. The execution on it was terrible. Not only that, but this makes me side-eye BioWare so hard. After I've heard and read and stuff like that about the heartbreak of Andromeda, to follow that up with Anthem, it's like, all right, dude, you're just playing with my emotions at this time. I cannot trust you as a company. So like, I know there's people that are excited about Dragon Age 4, but again, dude, this is really some of the first games that I've ever played from BioWare. And just seeing some of the history of this stuff, like, it's just like, what is going on over there? BioWare, I feel like that is not the same team that people remember from the games and stuff that they love. Very disappointing in those respects. And I also hope that this doesn't turn into a trend. I know Dust had put me on to Outriders a while ago now. We played it. The demo came out this weekend, and we played it, and I had an absolute blast. I'm totally that guy. Clearly, I didn't learn my lesson because I totally pre-ordered it.
Of course. It's like you just walk right back into it.
What's funny is Dust told me, he was like, he pre-ordered it. What if it did? Oh no! And I was like,
because I'm an idiot. That's why.
I'm like, it'll probably be okay. It'll probably be okay.
Did you get it on PC or PS5?
I got it on PC.
Okay.
I got it on PC, but it is crossplay. Even the demo is crossplay, which I was like, all right, that right there out the gate. You're telling me in the demo I can crossplay. I know you've put more effort and thought into this than was put into Anthem.
Okay, I will say this.
On top of that, real quick, they are doing a bunch of sponsored streams with really big partnered streamers and diverse, like Granny, the drag queen who does Granny. She was doing like a sponsored stream with them. I saw Julian Salamito, like, they're going through and they're hitting every category that you could hit so that everyone can see this game. So they're already they're making their mark on Twitch. So like, to me, that already shows that they're confident that this isn't going to flop.
Smitty, I'm going to say this. If you're going to be playing Outriders, I'll probably be on that because it was a fun game. I wasn't sure.
Fun.
It is a fun game.
I want to say, I just want to bring something up from the Twitch chat. Pharmacy says it's not really Anthem that people should be upset with in the long run. It's that they intentionally kneecapped Andromeda by pulling people away from its development to focus on Anthem because it was in such a poor state to end up with 2 flawed releases overall. You're absolutely correct, Pharmacy. You are 100% correct.
Okay, I will say this though, with kind of getting back to the Anthem hullabaloo, but basically, I mean, Anthem itself, like, okay, now yes, Anthem was a disappointment, and it sucks that this is like, and to be honest with you, BioWare needs a win at this point because like it's 2 back-to-back floppers that they did. Their last success was Inquisition, which was basically a PS4, close to a PS4 release that it came out like the second year when the system came out. But like overall, like the level of what Anthem like what doesn't make sense to me though is that. So we already knew it was skinny. Like the development of Anthem Next was skinny already. We already knew that it was that they only put like they really half-assed that whole the next production of what they were planning on doing for the next phase or the quote unquote expansion that they were going to do for Anthem 1. So like I just don't understand like why they kind of led us on to think that they were actually really like all in on trying to repair the game, because like when because like I think when we were talking about it again when they gave an Anthem update 6-7 months ago, I was like saying like I think I specifically said they should just give up on it and then just make Anthem 2, and then like I mean because like
then you laughed after saying that.
Well, yeah, I mean I did because like I mean
give up.
I did. Well, they should have given up back then. It doesn't make sense for them to, because the reason why they were doing what they were doing was because people were so discouraged and people were so pissed on what they gave for that game. They put an unnecessary paywall on the loot that was actually needed in that game that made it even more scarce to make your mechs look different, different enough and stuff. And I mean, it was just so many bad things that came into that, and they should have learned their lessons from all of this. And like to what Pharmacy's point on like what they did with bringing people onto Anthem because of where they were at with Anthem, it's like it seems like they didn't learn it seems like they kind of didn't learn their lesson, because they basically did the same thing when they scrapped Anthem's expansion. They moved those people to Dragon Age for these kind of things. So like it like I feel that that the trust has been broken for me personally, because BioWare, I loved BioWare back in the day when with Knights of the Old Republic, one of my favorite games back in the day, and I and stuff like there was nothing that they could have done wrong. Mass Effect 2 and all that, and the new Mass Effect games were great except for Andromeda, but like they have such an uphill. And knowing that you're also dealing with that since BioWare is owned by EA, it's also like another strike. So you don't know what to expect for what they're going to do. It's like, so whatever that these people are going to say about their next upcoming game, is like the next game better be a banger, like it needs to be a banger before something is needing to be done for overall on the as a group,
Well, and I think that's why they're pulling all their resources then to Dragon Age, because they realize that. Not only that, but they have officially announced that it's not going to be live service. It's going to be single player. It's going to, you know what I mean? Like, you have to get back to basics. That is what they're doing then, because if they try, because they realize we do not know how to properly work a game like that. We are not ready for that space. Let's go back to our bread and butter, because you've seen really successful single player games. I don't know why. I feel like some of these bigger companies have jumped on to these like trends or fads, and I think of, again, this is where like live streaming and stuff like that has kind of influenced gaming a little bit, where you have these people trying to build for this particular thing and they're failing in other respects. They need to get back to the basics, and that's what they're doing. At least they're making the steps to do that, because you're right, if they fail on this next one, it's peace out, it's deuces for them. I feel, because they've absolutely lost my trust.
I mean, I don't know. See, I don't know about that kid. I like what kid's saying is that kid's saying EA was the only reason why Anthem had anything going for it, because of EA. They insisted. Yeah, I think I disagree with that too, because Anthem's idea, Anthem's idea was 100% BioWare. It was. Anthem was like they had the level of what they were wanting to do for it, because like remember at the original announcement of Anthem, they were like saying
Destiny 1.
They were basically what about Destiny 1?
That's when they announced it.
Oh, they did?
During Destiny 1. Dude, I
that was Destiny 1?
That's when the hype started, was 8 years ago for me, that game. Yeah. So to see it, dude, that's when they first announced Anthem.
Hold on. You guys didn't finish reading what he said. He's saying that because of EA, the only reason Anthem had the flight mechanics did was because of them, because BioWare wanted to scrap it.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
I can neither confirm nor deny that statement.
I don't know.
Usually Kith is pretty on point with that. But, I mean, I don't know.
Can you imagine if they remove that? That's a pretty big.
Exactly.
That's a pretty big. That's a pretty big mechanic
that they wanted to put in for Destiny. That basically they made a separate game based off of these mechanics that didn't get put into Destiny.
Yeah.
And it looked and sounded cool. You know what I mean? And that part was awesome. They absolutely nailed the flying on that. And that's some of the things. It's like, I hope some of those mechanics or some of that stuff, they find a way to work into another game in the future.
Wow.
But, it's just sad seeing, a company do something like this. And these companies that are doing this stuff more and more, I don't want that to be a trend. It's absolutely disgusting because we as consumers were absolutely on this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, great. What do I do with this? Nothing? Awesome.
I mean,
lesson learned, I say. But we'll see about Outriders though, dude. Like, cause that game, I'm enjoying it. And if I feel like that's one, like, if there's people that are gonna play this, you know what I mean, and building a community off of this, I'm all in. I'm all aboard. I love a good looter shooter. I love loot and I love to shoot. You know what I mean? So they're perfect.
I'll put it on your tombstone, buddy.
I can just say Smitty's like, he loves to loot, he loves to shoot. That's why he likes Madden 94.
No. We are gathered here today in respects to Smitty. He loved it to loot it, and he loved it to shoot it.
You know what I find?
So we'll put on his tombstone.
You know what I find funny of all this? It's like, you got frustrated. You bought like 7 copies of Anthem essentially, and then you're going through.
Wait. He thought he messed up though, and he was like, "Maybe I bought the wrong version. Let me buy it again for me."
Yeah.
I don't know how I ended up with so many.
You bought EA I remember you bought EA Origins, and then you find out that Anthem was going to be a part of Origins.
Yeah.
But then you decided that wasn't enough for you. You said that you needed to get your own copy just in case you didn't like Origins. So then, so I was like, "What are you doing?" So then you decided to buy
burning money. I'm just
2 more
money.
copies.
Don't mind
I was
me.
like, "Oh my God!" Smitty just loved it. It was like, I was just like, wow. I've never seen someone go that all in on a game. But what sucks is, and don't get me wrong, like, I have no joy of saying that, like, of seeing a game fail. I think if you make a game improve in the genre, the genre gets better, and it's going to be better for everybody around it. And what sucks was how bad Anthem failed, and how bad they just they kind of deceived. I mean, essentially they did basically deceive everybody on it. It's just like, it hurts, especially with a title like with BioWare in the back of it, on the helm seat of it. It's just it just hurts, So,
and that's on and that's on them. I feel, Pharmacy, you know what I mean? Like, for them not to talk about Destiny, why not look at the flaws and things and then build upon it, as opposed to, you know what I mean? Like, that's just dumb. I feel they learned nothing.
But would you say is there a possibility that they could make a sequel out of Anthem, kind of like what they did with Titanfall? Titanfall 1 was like, it was okay, but then Titanfall 2 was actually a legitimate, really good story, and it was actually a good gameplay and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is just closing the chapter of the original one,
This is essentially closing the chapter on the original one. I think something will come from it mechanically. Obviously this is a learning lesson from them. What pisses me off is that so many people spent money, you know what I mean, on this failed experiment of theirs. But again, hopefully something, there's got to be some good that comes from it. With I very much feel that with any kind of bad thing, there's some good that's at least learned, whether on the consumer part, on the developer part, on a lot of parts, you know what I mean? It just sucks when you're paying premium prices and you go that deep into something to see it fail like this. You're just like,
well,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
These are not games that I was gonna play. I'll be honest, and I remember at the time too, because you were, I know you were trying to force me to play it, and I was like, but that Smitty, I don't, and you were like, but you have to. And I was like, can we wait? My hands hurt.
What about like but like? I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
What's wrong with looking at something from another game and saying, okay, this clearly didn't work. How do you improve upon that? Right. And I think
the amount of money that they're putting in on these AAA titles is the problem. It's like, it'd be a different story if that money was like low, or if it was like, if it wasn't like, if it was an indie budget. Like, could you imagine like they said, like they gave like The Last of Us, like how Last of Us 2 is like, that budget had to have been astronomical for what they had inside that game, and then you're going to try to pitch that to like, AAA developer. I mean, that's where it kind of comes in.
Yeah, no, and I get it, and we talked about like I could play that on sound alone, and for somebody who cannot see, like that was an experience I will never forget. Like genuinely, it is an experience I will never forget, and that's what I wanted Anthem to be for Smitty. Like he was waiting for it for so long. He finally got it in his paws, and then I was, a part of the 24-hour stream. I was modding for you that night, and you were like, "Come on, play," and I was like, "Nah, not tonight," because something was going on, and so you didn't buy it for me that night, but you bought it for other people, and then like, I was like, "Wait." Okay, it's fine. And it's like, it's so, I think we've gotten into this, like, it's okay to release something because we know it's going to be this when it's here, and it needs to be here when it's released, right? Oh, but we're going to improve upon it. No, that is a Better Business Bureau BS kind of line. And I don't approve of that. I don't understand.
Never was a fan of game as a service.
Right. No, I don't care anymore. Like, I think people need to start like holding these people accountable. I think Better Business Bureau needs to start getting involved. I mean, we're having the same thing with Call of Duty right now. Like I only played it because I had certain friends that wanted to play it. And now Call of Duty is playing dirty to people, and it's like, wait a minute. Excuse you. Like they've been like this has been like a whole like under the scenes, people are getting their counts purchased by other people, and then they're getting kicked out. And it's like, well, wait a minute. And then Call of Duty's like, oh, I'm sorry, you spent hundreds of dollars and thousands of hours playing our game, screw you.
Well, we have the power. We have the power to do that kind of stuff.
Their support though, I hear, is absolutely terrible.
There's no support.
And
that's
basically
what it
non-existent.
Yeah. No,
so that's the issue, that like, why are they not doing something about that? And you're right.
Well, the only way that you could do that is not the people can't give the people shouldn't give them money, but that's not going to happen. I mean, that's basically the core of it. It's just like they know they're going to deal with to hold them responsible. You don't pay for that garbage. Is where it comes down to. Like it's games as a service. It's so hard for me to play a game that says this game is still in beta. Because I hate when it says that, and it's like, why am I going to pay $60 on a game that's in beta? So basically, this game will stay in beta for years, for all we know, But this is different. Anthem was done. it was bad, and then people's reactions was it was really bad. So like, I mean, overall, I mean, the gameplay was fun. There was something there, but it wasn't complete. And then they said it was complete initially. So, and now when they got called out, they're like saying, hey, where's our armor sets? Where's all this different kinds of stuff? Nothing's here. They basically just pulled a veil over everyone's head because they're like, everyone was hyped. I mean, Smitty went ham on that hype. So, yeah. So
hold these people accountable. I think like that's the biggest thing is like, I don't have anything to say other than like, we need to start holding these people accountable. And if we don't, then this is the same kind of crap we're going to get over and over and over again,
Yeah, Zakara the Fall says that earlier, like they should give Anthem to a different dev team within EA. The only dev team I would trust the company within EA would be Respawn Entertainment. That's the only one. The one that did Apex Legends and as well as Star Wars. That's the only one. But like other than that, everyone else stay the hell away from it.
I don't play Apex, and I wouldn't. If someone was tomorrow was like, "Hey Lex, like let's start an Apex crew," I'd be like, "Okay." I'm not great at those types of games, but at least I know that Apex is decent. Like I played it, I know it's good. It still has a a religious following. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they
no
keep
kidding.
Their content fresh.
Why not?
People seem to enjoy it. Of the BRs, that's the one I've probably enjoyed the most.
Guess you meant
Warzone, just because I'm familiar with Call of Duties, but that one was solid. It was fast paced. You know what I mean? Like you have a chance that if you know how to play FPS games and whatnot. Like, but my biggest thing about BRs though is that I'm always like, I hate getting yelled at by people. Like, let me just like, I may not like know all the things, dude, but fuck you, man. Like, I don't know. What do you want me to do?
It's like, I'm sorry.
My best here.
Guys, I'm just playing. I'm just trying to shoot people. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Like, no, I don't know that. Like, because they did that, I should have swung to barn side. Like, I don't know those kinds of things. I'm just playing.
Yep.
Yeah. You should have gone invisible. I can go invisible.
Why are you yelling at me? It's not relaxing anymore.
Oh, that's funny. That was a good topic, Smitty, as always. I loved your little rant. Your little rant.
Rant's over.
Rant
is over.
Rant.
I've only yelled at Smitty when playing something because he goes AFK in the middle of to get a beer and knit a sweater. How far away do you go? Jeez.
What do you mean? I don't go anywhere.
Oh, okay, cool. But anyways, that's cool.
Oh, Kith? Yeah. This is true, Kith.
My topic is going to be about the recent state of play announcement from Square Enix of Final Fantasy VII, the Intergrade. So they officially announced that Final Fantasy is going to be releasing an extra bonus chapter of Final Fantasy. It's going to be, you're going to be playing as Yuffie, the quirky little ninja that loves to steal materia, and you play with the I forgot the name of the guy's sidekick. I forgot his name.
Fluffy Magoo.
Okay, let's go with that. Yeah. So this one, but basically that character was announced. These two characters are where this is taking place in between the Final Fantasy VII spin-off games Dirge of Cerberus as well as Final Fantasy VII. So this is kind of going coincidentally of what's currently happening with the original crew that was trying to leave Midgar. So that's where Intergrade is going to take place from what I'm gathering. But what's going to be cool is that this is only going to be this is a PS5 exclusive. Unfortunately, it's not going to be available for the PS4. But what's going to be what's cool though too is like with this, they're also making the Final Fantasy VII remake for the PS5. They're giving it an update patch that's going to integrate. Ooh, why is my thing's not looking right? It's going to integrate the PS5's graphics looking a lot better. Why is it looking so small? Hold on, sorry. So
this was.
Sorry. Go for it. No, go for it.
No, I was gonna say this is how I feel about it, and I didn't realize at first. It's like, okay, this is essentially a DLC that they're putting out for this. So number one, I want to know what the price is, because if they try to charge full game price, I'm gonna be very salty about that, because that's ridiculous. Number one, this is like, to me, this is kind of like a almost like a middle point where they're still working on that part 2 for the remake, and they're gonna give us a little more content, which I am excited about that, to be able to step back into the world and you know what I mean, this and that. But I mean, it looks clean. This got me excited. This is coming out June or July, I think.
Summertime.
Depending on the price, I'll probably mess with this, and I'm super excited about the I might even go back with the upgraded graphics and stuff like that just to see what it is on PS5.
Whee! Luckily,
I do have one, so you know what I mean, I will absolutely be getting this.
Look at you, humble bragging.
I mean, gotta flex on them.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm gonna tell y'all a secret.
Yes.
Are y'all ready? I've never played any Final Fantasies.
That's fine.
Oh, how do you like RPGs?
I don't think you play RPGs, do you? Or do you play RPGs, Lex?
Action RPG.
I do play action RPGs, but I mean, I've never played Final Fantasy. I'm sorry.
I think you would enjoy them.
I think everyone's gonna be mad at me. Here's the thing. So
Not
I played
really, I
all
don't
the
think
Kingdom
so.
Hearts, and I know like Cloud and a few of the characters because I kicked his booty real good. I enjoy watching my friends play it. I don't know much about it. He has some cool hair and he has a cool sword. Cool.
Yeah.
There's no Disney characters. Sorry.
It doesn't do it for you. That's fine. The pharmacy says, well, I forgot to say, yeah, you're right. The PS5 version is going to also give a free upgrade if you have the original PS4 version. So that's cool. But the expansion is going to be completely separate. You have to purchase the expansion. They didn't give a price yet. There's going to be 2 versions of it, and I don't know if they're going to make any physicals.
Didn't they already remake this one though, just recently?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, it is.
No,
That's the.
They only gave us part 1. The game in totality was 4 discs originally.
Yeah. 3 discs.
It is a long.
That's
game.
a lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
I think you would enjoy the world.
Well, especially in the way that they're showing it now than what it was back in the day, definitely. But like, because I personally for the longest time I hated 7. But the remake made me like it better. Made me like it a lot more than the original one. So I will say that it's not even by the graphics. I think the way it holds itself is pretty cool.
I lied. I do know about this game. You know what I know about it? That you can have like underground clubs and everyone dances because that's what I watched. Double Agent Smith do. He's got clubs and they're just like ooh, ooh.
That is Final Fantasy 14 online, right? I've never played that. That reminds me more of WoW, and I don't know in relation. There's a bunch of Final Fantasies that I haven't played.
Yeah, he's got a ladies' club.
I've seen the dancing.
That was in 14, I believe. Yeah, that was that was 14 with the club itself. This one's different. Yeah, this one's more story. Yeah, like story driven.
It looks
very story driven. Yeah,
I think you would enjoy some of the stories of Final Fantasy for sure.
Do I have to play it with a controller?
No. Right now, yeah. This is only on PS4.
I've never had one
this is only on PlayStation. Yeah, I mean on PC.
This is only PlayStation, but on PC they have the other ones.
Yeah, the other ones they do on the other ones, but this one I'm pretty sure you have to go with controller on this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. 7 did a really good job. I'm just wanting to know when, I guess when episode 2. I hope we're not waiting forever for episode 2 between 1 and 2. I'm glad they're actually putting a small addition to this while we wait for the expansion. So we'll definitely go with that. This is going to hold me over, especially since so many good RPGs that are coming out this year that makes me kind of hyped, really hyped for it. So.
Right.
So yeah.
No, it looks good, dude. This is a nice little I'm glad that they're just not keeping us waiting. They actually had in mind to throw out some stuff because I wasn't really expecting anything. I thought their next thing was going to be their announcement of whatchamacallit,
episode 2,
part 2 for this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little disappointed just very briefly in the Nintendo Direct and their Zelda love. It's also Zelda's 35th anniversary, and I feel like it didn't get nearly the love that Mario did. What's up with that?
Zelda still gets that love though. I mean, you don't think, dude, come on, Zelda.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he hates Zelda. He's the wrong person to talk about this.
No. I'm not even going to be hating on that. It's just like Zelda. You're telling me Zelda hasn't been getting any love, dude. They remade what's it called? Link's Awakening literally last year. Then they've also, they're they're in the process of making Breath of the Wild 2, and they just doing an HD remaster of Skyward Sword, which was a horrible version that came out on the Wii U because of the way the stuff is going on. So it's not. I wouldn't say that they're not doing anything with Zelda. If anything, Link's been going pretty crazy.
Give it to me. Remake Ocarina of Time.
No, y'all have enough Zeldas. You don't need to worry about Ocarina.
No, dude, but they should do events. They created all the
look at that.
The crazy things for Mario. Like Zelda has I feel like Zelda's got a pretty big base, and they've got
they have a huge base. Yeah,
array of games. You know what I mean?
I just felt like they didn't.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying that they're doing what they possibly can with Zelda. It's like, I mean, they've done. I mean, like but Zelda is a beast of its own.
35? Where's my Zelda 35?
In the garbage.
Yeah,
I can show it to you.
They did all kinds of things for Mario. I was very surprised that they didn't do something special.
Yeah.
For Zelda, I definitely expected that, and you know how crazy Nintendo is, dude. Like, I thought maybe they were gonna be like, "Yo, Breath of the Wild 2 available next month."
Breath of the Wild 2. I didn't know you're that much of a Zelda. Like that, I had no idea you were that much of a Zelda fan, man.
What about Metroid, dude? They've been talking about Metroid for a grip, dude. Like,
dude, that's a sour spot for me. That's such a sour spot for me that I don't even want to even get into that at all. Zelda, like Metroid, just like it, like, well, you know what's weird, because Metroid isn't like it's popular in North America, but it's not popular. It wasn't popular in Japan. Not as popular in Japan, but like they have a weird like, I don't know what is going on with that. They started from scratch again. I think when they announced that it was going to be delayed because they went to ground from scratch from like last year when the last announcement of it. But no, don't get me started with that one. That one just really irritates me that we still haven't heard anything back. It's been 3 years. So sour note for me.
No. What, me playing a platformer is not funny. It is not a good time because I have no depth perception. Now, if it's on, like, we talking old school Mario, all day. Okay, but don't give me the new stuff. I can't, because they're like, oh, we're gonna change the angle, and if you tilt to the side, then
it looks so real. Oh my god, it's like, it's crazy. I mean, it's okay though. I mean, like I said, like we'll see. I'm just glad that they're like, we'll see how Final Fantasy VII Remake integrate. I can't wait to play this. Gives me a reason to platinum it on PS5 when it comes out, when the upgrade happens. Can't wait to check out how the upgrade's going to be, and then try out integrate when that comes out too. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to the Hell House fight again, but we'll see.
Yeah. I do now, talking old school games, I do really, really, really want to do a front light plate for my Game Boy Color. I really, because it's really hard to see them, even with like the light extender, which I still have all of the accessories for. And I have all my games still, but I can't see the screen anymore. So I want to take it apart and put like get the little light pack that you can buy online.
Right.
I'll do that. I'll play your whatever Ocarina of the Past something whatever.
It's overrated.
And then I'll repeat all the Marios. DMCA'd, we're down. Oh great.
Thanks to Smitty ramming that out. Good job, Smitty. Okay, good. All right, Lex.
I'm about to pissing people off.
You're already pissing a lot of people off. What's up?
Let's be honest. I'm good at it.
What's your topic?
Well, okay. So, Roblox. It's a game.
Roblox.
Roblox. I know the like Roblox of like the actual like you put in your hand like Legos Roblox, but there's a game for it. If you didn't know, if you were parents, I'm sure your kids play Roblox. Well, I have some bad news for you. They're gonna put in chat. Yeah, voice chat specifically. Now, here's the deal. There's been a lot of hinky issues with Roblox in the past, not even without voice chat. I know personally someone who met a grown-up through Roblox and then was talking to them off Roblox, and bad things were happening. So maybe not a great idea, but they're saying it's going to be a safe voice chat. How, you ask? Great question, because it doesn't specify. No, it does not. But they're saying that this feature is a great integration and implementation into Roblox itself. As you may know, we already more or less knew Roblox Corporation was experimenting with the feature and looking to add it. It was because it was popping up in game files way back in 2019. Over time, Roblox Corporation has added to these files with more and more work on a voice chat function. And it's of course now it's been announced. Excuse me, my banana milk coming up.
Banana milk.
So Roblox is primarily a children's game, but I'll be honest, I've had a lot of troll raids recently, and let me just tell you, all of them that came into my Discord were all playing Roblox, and they were all grown men. So I disagree with that statement. I honestly feel like Roblox, and I'm talking from like a guardian / auntie / put my dad hat on. I've already had some with how they deal with certain things and how they deal with like the age restrictions, and letting grown men into a game that can then chat with young children. It's very predatory, and now you're going to add another level to that, quote unquote safe chat. What does this mean? Like, I need more. No, I don't feel safe with this. I don't like it. I've already had to deal with them in the past, letting grown men talk to a little child. This to me is just asking for more predatory behavior. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that person that's like, but it would happen No. This is supposed to be a children's game, and there are grown men on it reaching out to young female kids, asking for photos and stuff. I've already dealt with this. I'm telling you, I don't like it. I don't think it's great. And what does safe chat mean? How are you going to have another person listening in? Oh, no, you can't say that. Stop.
How popular is Roblox though? Like how many people play that game?
Huge.
Like, just want to know.
It's huge. It's like the little kids. That's their MMO.
Yeah.
Is Roblox. There's all kinds of games that people make and stuff
you
like that.
You think Minecraft is big? Roblox is just as big.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Okay.
So this is
But it's meant
terrifying.
So like Minecraft is supposed to be meant for like all ages, right? Roblox was meant to be just for kids. But then the grown men, I don't know why they're in it. Like, what's your point? Like, just go to Minecraft. I don't know. But, and maybe that's mean for me to say. Maybe I'm pissing people off. I honestly don't care. Why are you playing it? What's your agenda here? You know what I mean? When a grown man is playing this game to me, it's like, what's your agenda? I don't trust you already, right?
But would you be more like, well, here's I guess it's kind of like, people play like, I understand the optics of this looks by default incredibly predatory, don't get me wrong, but like I'm just saying, but people, it's very possible that they do enjoy it. But what I don't agree on is exactly where what your main concern is. It's about like voice chatting and stuff, especially how people can sync their voices and stuff like that, and they know there's a community of grown people that are inside this game, like, and they're being very vague on how are they going to make it safe? Like it's so like with all those different kinds of factors and of doing it, like why are they you would think that they would say no to kind of protect the children that are going to be the kids that are the really young kids that are playing this game. So but it's very, and I wouldn't mind it, would you say like if they didn't have that kind of access, like with voice chat and stuff, would you still feel like, would you still be like they shouldn't be playing this game at all, or it's like it's just they need to stop without the connectivity to try to talk to anybody at that point?
Well, I obviously my situation is a little bit different, and I would say that this particular child will lie and con their way regardless. And so for them, any game with any chat, whether that is voice or through text, they should not be allowed to play. Period. End of story. Now, is that for every child? No, absolutely not. I think if your child is trustworthy and open, honest relationship with you, like they should, and that is that's most adult parent and child relationships, is their children are honest with you. You know what I mean? And I think, I think it would be a case by case basis, but I don't think that having a children's game where you're now letting adults into, right? I don't think that this is the next step for it. I really don't. I think you're opening it to more bullying. I think you're opening yourself up to, because we grew up in the AM days, right? But like our AIM, like it was our friends from school. We knew these people. It wasn't like I mean, I knew some friends who were going into chat rooms and it was like you hid your identity, but you didn't create this like whole new
Persona.
identity
Mhm.
where you were catfishing essentially now. But now that that's the case and children do that for fun. And
Mhm.
I don't think that this is I think this would be a breeding ground for that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we already have grown men catfishing little kids into I'm 15 and you shouldn't email me separately off of this website so we can chat. No,
Mhm.
nope. Because they can have voice modulators on their end to make them sound younger. Do you know what I mean? Like to me, this is
No, I mean,
just
yeah. I mean, it's like I don't know if
Nope.
it's
The
like
Predator's
It
playground.
scares me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see it in the like, cause my daughter plays, and I've sat there and I've watched, just to see. I've had times where music was blasting. I don't even know where it was coming from, but it was coming from that game. Like somebody was able to push music
Yep.
out and stuff like
True.
that had curse words and stuff.
Mhm.
I've seen it in chat. People will put like crazy things up in the chat and whatnot. I'm like, what is that? And like,
'Cause
you
there's a
know, she
global
can read
chat,
now
right?
too, and it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
global chat. Yeah, so like, there's, you know, I was like, this is a terrible idea. This is only opening not only, and we're talking about on the predatory side of things. Think about some of those teenagers and stuff like that. The
Yep.
vulgarity, you know what I mean? Like there's little kids right now say racist stuff and things like that. You're now exposing and opening up you know, this game that we know primarily are children that are playing it, you know what I mean, to all kinds of other stuff.
Forced
You know what I mean? I don't know about the safe, like I know with the safe chat it like hashtags like bad words and stuff like that. But you know, again, they've been able to circumvent it. How? Through audio.
Yeah,
So
but like,
you know,
okay, so like Forrest Humora, he's on. They're chatting inside through Facebook on this. He just pointed out that there's grown women that do it too, not just grown men. And yeah,
Oh,
obviously,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No,
obviously,
you're correct. Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
but
I'm not
like,
saying this is just that
yeah.
scenario. I'm saying personally for me,
yeah,
I've gone through this scenario.
yeah, and I don't think he's like instigating that that's what you were assuming, that it was all guys. But like,
Yeah.
I would say that
No,
it's
but I
like.
agree.
But I would say that it's like the situation on this is that I don't mind, like, you know what, I don't mind if grown people are playing this game, but the biggest thing is that but I'm saying as the company, it's their fiduciary responsibility to make it a safe place for that to have that divide of like of the children that's going through, like, you know, that's playing the same game in the deal, because like it's easier to say grown-ups shouldn't be playing this, which, you know, that's not going to be the case, because grown-ups are going to be buying it for their kids. And then let alone, like, you know, there's some gamers, I mean, people play those like simulation games all the time, like Sims and all these different kinds of things. You know for a fact that's not going to be the case. But at the same time, the responsibility about saying like to curve the chance of a predatory community against kids inside that relies on the company itself. And if they're going to be opening up a voice chat system and saying that they're going to make it as safe as possible, then they need to damn well be ready on like of getting ready to be like, okay, this thing needs to be policed like the police that it is, you know. So like so that's what I'm saying, because like it's like logically I don't think it's going to be impossible to say grown-ups can't play this game. It's like it's only for 8 and under.
No, and I don't think
stuff,
anybody,
you know?
yeah, and I don't think that's a realistic thing.
Right.
But it's like, you know, again, to have something where, and we know people go on and do this stuff, this is only, you know, more enabling to them. That's why I've always enjoyed Nintendo, you know, and how they have like a whole separate, it's a pain in the ass to actually have to go in and do voice chat.
Yep.
For it, because they know primarily it's kids. You know, there's adults that play it and have it too. Is it inconvenient for us? Yeah, but I can hop on a Discord and, you know what I mean, do it a lot easier than a child can.
Correct.
And being able to do that, and that's kind of like that inherent step that was built into their system that they continue to do, making it difficult to do it, almost as a protection barrier, I feel.
Well,
Yeah.
and
this is scary.
I mean, think about it. Like, let's think about like another terminology. If you have my Twitch page and I'm streaming, and let's say I'm not an 8, streamer.
Mhm.
I'm for everybody, right? And I'm playing a game. I'm playing Minecraft. I have a server. Everyone's welcome to join. No age restrictions, whatever. But I have all of these words, right, in my library that you cannot say in my chat. But if you space it out or you put this in between or you do this, it does come up. And I can't tell you how many times I've had Harley when she's over here playing Among Us or whatever on her thing, and she comes and she goes, "What does this mean?" And I'm just like, "Oh my God, don't ever say that. Don't ever say that." Like, I mean, thank God, like, she doesn't ask anymore. Like, bad, I don't say it, we don't talk about it, I'm never going to repeat it, right? But some kids aren't like that, right? And I think I don't know, to me it's just we're exposing these kids, and I mean eventually they're going to see it anyways, let's be real. But I'm talking like our elementary age kids who aren't cussing behind our backs yet, who aren't doing this, who aren't doing that, you know what I mean? I feel like not only is it teaching them that, but then of course the predatory behavior that could also be already happening is now getting ramped up to another degree. And you can't tell me that you're going to implement a safe voice chat, but then not tell me what that means.
Well, yeah,
right?
they obviously need us to be more specific on that. You need clarification, obviously, for that.
Absolutely.
That's the one thing I would be like. I really would be like, okay, so if you know that you're going to be doing this, and you know the metrics or like who this is catered for, you better have a plan on trying to keep this becoming a dumpster fire, because it's I just think that's where so like right now we got to give them benefits of the doubt, kind of like we did with the 6 days of Fallujah thing. But like I'm just saying that so it's not a good. I personally agree with you. I think it's not a good idea for them to be doing it, but like because I don't see the gain of it in general. But we would definitely have to see.
Forrest came up with a good question. He said, "Wouldn't you be able to turn that on parental controls?" Well, Smitty was saying that music was being pushed through, and I would assume that Smitty would have all of the parental controls on that he can to keep, Lincoln out of any.
Yeah, I think Safe Chat is actually default enabled. But again, audio-wise, I don't know how you go about controlling audio like that.
Because it's in the game.
Well, they'll probably that will definitely have to change. I mean, but like, there's no way that if someone swears in that game, they're going to censor it. I mean, there's no way that that's going to be the case.
Right.
But it's very because they haven't explained it on like what their system is going to be. Maybe it is. Who knows? But it's like
traffic cone and a horse.
That would be a groundbreaking system, though, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, that would be true.
So
wouldn't that be cool?
So that'd be awesome if they figured out some way to be able to do that. Slap it on everything then. So I'm gonna hear little squeaky squeaks.
Right? No kidding.
Saying dumb shit.
Great. That's awesome. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I've had
how you go about controlling that? I am curious. See what they've got in store
agreed.
Wait,
Let's figure it out.
Have they set a date? Have they set a date when this is supposed to roll out? Or is this just something that they're working on?
Like they're saying soon. They've been working on this since before 2019, but in 2019 is when people got word of it. But nobody was aware that it was going to be an actual voice chat. They thought they were working on like the global in system, right? Like how to make it so that like you couldn't like space stuff out and spell "see you next Tuesday" or whatever. You know what I mean? Or the N word. Whatever, what have you, right? No, like they didn't realize it. And again, it says in here, in quotes, Roblox is primarily a children's game. So of course concerns are high. I mean, Roblox isn't really saying much about it. Twitter's already like, man, bad idea.
Yeah.
I've already had this issue with my 7-year-old game. And it's like just the list goes on and on and on and on and on. But it looks like soon. So are they even going to tell us? Who knows? I mean, I've had a on and
they might not be playing with voice chat.
Danny was playing.
There's got to be a way to do it. Sorry, go ahead.
Danny was playing some game and she has parental controls on that thing, and I got cussing, and I come in the room and I go, "What the heck is that?" And then they responded to me and they said something to me, and I was like, "Oh freaking think so. I snatched that thing, walked in the other room, cussed them out, and deleted that thing off her app. So, I mean, how are you talking to a 5-year-old? Like, I don't, nope, I don't, I'm very untrustworthy at this point. You know what I'm saying? Nope, no, I'm good.
See that? Well, that's the thing too, especially with online games. For the most part, we try to at least be in the same room, just in case, because I ain't playing that. But we've had that conversation with our daughter as far as you don't ever give out your real name, where you're at. She didn't know our address, but she knows the city that we're in. Things of that nature and whatnot.
Oh, I know the kid that'll go, oh, I live here, and this is when the adults leave, and this is when they go to bed. Oh, yeah,
No.
That's why we had a whole problem. You can't play nothing.
Yeah, it's very interesting. We got to keep an eye on where this is going to go, so that's cool.
Don't kidnap me. Here I is.
Otherwise, it's going to be a huge technological break that they're about to slap on us, which would be huge. I'm curious to see how this plays out. I'll be monitoring this for sure, though.
Definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah, especially since your daughter plays it quite actively. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Hey Lex. Yeah. What are your plans for the week?
Good question. I think I'm having a tea party after this. And then I don't know. I've got a lot going on with Harley, just brain surgery, so of course we're doing a lot with that. She's doing well. Also, let's wish Dr. Smart Mouse, a good old friend of ours from back in the day. He moved recently from Vegas. We were friends with him, and he had brain surgery. He got into a sledding accident. Poor guy. I hope he's okay. We wish you all the best, buddy. And so, yeah, this week, I mean, as far as I know, my schedule isn't going to change. If it does, I will let you guys know via Twitter and Discord. But yeah, we're playing the medium, all of the spoopy games and all of the fun stuffs, and that's about it.
Nice.
And I've got a 5-year-old running around.
Nice. What about you, Smitty? What are your plans for the week?
Yeah. I don't really know. Grinding more on Destiny 2, and I'm gonna try to finish up Spider-Man here sooner than later. I'm gonna try to put some focus on that. I've got some big shoots coming up work-wise though, so I'm sure I'm gonna be busy this week with that stuff as well. But it should be nothing really major. Just another week trying to get things cleaned out, and I'm doing some rearranging and getting stuff in order. So it should be smooth. What about yourself, brother?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be coming back on Twitch more often. Yeah, so I've been kind of taking a good break on it. I've been streaming on Facebook and YouTube this past month just to see how it goes, and I like it. It's good, but I'll be doing some more Twitch streams. I'm going to probably start focusing on the new Bravely Default 2. Probably going to start that on Monday, if I remember correctly. Yeah, maybe Monday mornings and stuff for the couple of days. Then after that, I'm going to switch over with some Mario 3D World with Doc Limitless. We're going to play the multiplayer of that on the end of the week, and maybe just chill and just have a random whatever I feel like on Friday. So that's definitely good to check all that out. So that's my plans.
We could try Scott Pilgrim again. They did an update. The
networking did they fix the online?
Is a little less buggy. Still buggy. But I was also playing with Ravage, and he was last night, so. It was doing
good.
It seemed to be better. He said it was buggy. I just think it sucks.
Should play with Smitty one day. Hopefully, because you have the game, Smitty.
I gotta. What do I have it? I have it on for some service.
You have it? Jesus Christ!
I'm so bad. Guys.
You got it on the
PC, buddy.
I just burned money.
Oh my god! I have it on some service. Like, what kind of? Wow, you definitely are like. You have a really good ego right there, Smitty. But yeah, what is it?
I need to organize my life, guys. I need to organize my life. That's
no,
what
your job needs to stop doing what they doing to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over and give them an Italian tune-up. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm clipping that.
Clip it.
My
Send it to your boss.
Yep.
What up, homie?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be.
I'm 5
yeah.
feet and I'll come at you like a spider monkey.
Although I will say this though, I definitely enjoy doing the open reveals for the for like, you know, when the state of play and stuff. I love doing it on YouTube and Facebook. So I think I'll still keep on doing it on those channels, and maybe just play a couple of games here and there on them occasionally. But I think Twitch, I'm gonna start playing more actively or seriously. So yeah. So that's pretty much my guys. That was episode number 81. Thank you for being a part of the conversation as always. We will be back again next week with some new topics that we would love for you to be a part of and talk with us with. We will stream it on Saturday evenings on what?
Not next week though.
Well, we might do next week still, even though Smitty might not be with us. Like we can find someone.
Smitty. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Yeah. So like we're going to we're on all podcast services. You can check us out on Apple, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Podbean, all different kinds of podcasts out there. Definitely leave a like, a comment. Anything helps. It goes a long way. Or if you want to check everything out that we do, like we just recently did an interview with the voice of 9S from Nier Automata, Kyle McCrary or McCarley. I can't even say his last name right. Yes, you can check that interview out on confreaksandgeeks.com. So guys, this is Davis, Smitty, and Lex signing off. Y'all take it easy.